So this is the option that we looked at to replace our current hose reel. Instead of having the wind up one, we decided just to go with one where you kind of hang the hose around it and wrap it. It seems like it'll be a little bit more convenient. The plastic ones always seem to break. The hose itself at times will get kinked up inside there and stop water flow. And with these new hoses, it sounds like they're designed to not kink up, and we've had experience with another 50-foot hose of the same 0G model that's 2.5 years old, and that hose seems to be holding up quite well. It's very lightweight. This reel here, this hose holder, is about $40. It comes with a 2-year warranty. As you can see here, it's the AquaGel. There's a 2-year warranty. The model number is SJSHSBB10. And how you get that into the ground, you just have, I guess you have to push your foot in it, or might have to dig a little bit of a hole, and then this here grabs there to help for stability. It comes with a little brass spigot here, so you can attach your hose here, and then you have, this is where you put your leader hose, right there, off the back. So we'll take a look at this and see how it gets into the ground. Let's see, we'll open this up here. Let me just get something to open this box with and see what's inside of it. So it's taped pretty securely all the way around. And it also seems like it's glued right here along the front. So, and I'm just going to go from this side here, see if that's a little easier to do. And it is. So that's the first mistake. Here. And let's see what's inside the box here. So inside the box you have your directions. It tells you where to register at. And it gives a model number here. So I'll put that off to the side. And as you can see, this is it here. It seems to be pretty heavy grade. It says it's supposed to last 2 years. We'll see what happens. See how long that lasts while it's outdoors the whole time and stays in the ground. But it seems to be pretty well made. You know, it's not really heavy like a cast iron or anything like that, but it is fairly heavy. 2 clips here. I guess that's where you put the mounts itself to hook up the reel. This here is the has the Aqua Joe name here at the front. This is where you put the leader hose on the back. Here, this has a brass fitting to there. There's another brass fitting on the front where you put your hose to, and then you have your on-off right there. So if you wanted to have, since it's on the front there, you can actually put like a dual type of like a brass fitting. Say if you wanted two hose, just one where you don't have to detach your hose all the time, or you can have one side that just opens and let the water flow, and then one that goes directly to your hose. I had that on an old hose, and that was a great option to have. We also have these here. These are Gardena quick release hose adapters. They just click on and off. We had these in the past before. These are made in Germany, and they're a quick connect starter kit. They seem to last a long time. We decided to go with it again because they lasted so well, and we'll see if this is able to be how we'll utilize that. I think what's nice about this is, since it's not going to be inside a hose reel itself, the quick release function will work a lot better than when you're cranking this in. And so these things weren't really meant to be bent around. I think they'll serve a better purpose if you hook it up onto the end of this and then tighten it down and add the quick release to your hose, and then you can connect it on and off as needed, which will make things really easy to use if you have to use it for different options. But we'll come with that here. It says that this is actually metal to metal contact is what it says here. They can be quick connect starter kit. Hoses and water accessories can be moved and attached quickly using this click on and off adapter set. So again, this is made by Gardena. And getting back to what's left here, this is where you'll attach your hose to. Wrap it around. This hooks up to that. So we'll get this together. I'll just read through the directions really quick, and then we'll come back and assemble that. Also inside the box, which was loose, was this little, I assume it's probably to attach this, but I'm not positive yet. So the second garden hose stand that we purchased was one made by Tomcare. This one actually has a 1-year warranty. Construction itself feels okay. This feels nice. But this other piece here are 3 pieces that get put, this goes put into the ground. It has 3 legs. Here it came with this instruction manual stating that it only has a 1-year warranty. There's not a lot to really say here. With that, it came with these 2 pieces that allow you to extend that. Probably goes in like this and like this. Came with a little tool, goes attached like that, and then a little thing to probably plug up the top of the stand itself for water. Came with some nuts and bolts, and also came with a little wrench to put it together. And this one is going to hold a 50-foot hose. I wouldn't put anything probably bigger on this model itself, especially because we're using that 0G hose, and that will be lightweight enough for this to be used. Just by looking at this and feeling it, I would expect this to probably last a couple years in its current location, but I don't have to worry about the hose kinking up like I do with a wind-up reel. It's a little decorative too. Might look a little nicer hanging there than what we currently have. So I'm going to come back after this is all put together and show you what it looks like once it's done. This hose cart is probably about 3 years old. It's been sitting in this location for 3 years. The current hose that's in it is a 50-foot 0G hose. That's always been out here. We've never brought it in, even in the winter time, because in here where we live, it gets cold in the winter, but there are periods where we can still use the hose for different uses, just to, just to spray down the porch. It's very easy and light to use. I found this hose very easy to use. My mother-in-law, who lives with us, she's 84 years old, and she does find this much easier to use, and it's very lightweight. We're able to bring it up on the porch without scuffing and marring our railings on our porch, to bring it up on the porch to spray things off or to water things. We'll be replacing the cart that it's in with a metal one that was bought off Amazon, and we'll take a look at that item a little later. This is my current setup in the back. I did like this hose reel while it worked. It's a Suncast. It's a auto rewind powered by water. It broke this last winter prior to freezing. We just kind of left it and I pulled it out. I wasn't able to get a rewind. I tried to do a temporary fix where we can use the hose because the handle broke, and I just stuck something there and drilled it, and we were able to rewind it, but over time that failed also. So it's just time to get a new one. We want something a little more decorative for the space than the current reel. And also this hose itself, there's the problem with many hoses they are heavy and they are prone to kinking, and this did both of those. So hopefully with the 0G hose that will solve the problem with the kinking hose and the heaviness, and just clean up this space. That noise you see there is just my septic system. That's the Clearstream air pump. I have no way to turn that off. But we'll take a look at this once we install the new hose and see what the results are. Okay, so this is the new TomCare hose holder that we installed with the 0G 50-foot hose. Very lightweight woven fabric. As you can see, it's got the nice little thing here that allows you to twist it on. So that works very well to put this on, to give you that added grip when you're going to put this on. And as you can see, this here is it turns flat when the water is out of it, but once you put the pressure on the hose, you'll see it firm up. And as you can see, now I'm grabbing it, it gets pretty firm all throughout. And again, it's really nice, really light. I like it a lot. You can see now it's a different shape now that it has water inside it, but once you turn the water pressure off, let the water out, it almost becomes flat, so that water pressure flattens it out. And as you can see now I can squeeze it now that the water is out of there. Quality wise, with that Tom Guide holder, I would say that it's okay for these lightweight hoses, but I would not put a vinyl hose, and if it was a vinyl hose, I would probably stick with 25 foot with this, just because of how it moves like that, and it has those 3 little stakes on there. It's not super heavy duty, so I would say maybe a 25 foot vinyl hose, rubber hose, or these 50-foot lightweight hose would be great. So this is the TomCare all put together with 50 foot of the 0G hose on it, and as you can see, it fits pretty nicely with the 50-foot hose. Pretty easy to get in the ground. I just stepped on it and put it in. I don't think it's designed for like a heavy hose. I don't think it would do well for that, but I think for this application, the lighter 0G hose, which is this woven cloth fabric here, and as you can see, it has the different type of grip here to help twist it on, and that was easy to attach and also easy to attached to the faucet itself. So, cleaned up this area from what it looked like before, and so far I like the hose itself. Works pretty well. And as you'll see, I'll turn this on, and you'll see how that kind of will expand up the hose itself. As it starts to fill, it swells up and gets tight, and I believe I need a new washer at the end of this hose here. So here's the AquaJoe in place. This has a 50-foot hose on it. This is my old hose. You can see the difference here. They've upgraded this part from the new hose, and I'll show that upgrade in another time. But here's that Gardena quick release. So what I'll do is shut the water off here, and then I'm going to get a little bit of spray. You can see there's just clicks on and off. Just put that on. Easy on off. With that again, goes on, goes off. Pretty easy. Just turn the water back on, and there you go. Pretty nice. You can leave this off. Here's a nice brass fitting. A little bit of shakiness to it.